Sam Seder. Sam Seder and Emma Vigilant is just the gifts that keep on giving. Oh, it's the majority report. Here it goes.
Pressure on politicians is good. It's
good to put pressure on politicians, but if you're a right-wing neoliberal, it's not so good.
The important thing is that from my perspective, that the good faith, like what is the agenda in
Sam Seder has titled this video, Jimmy Dore's Repulsive Method of Arguing. Sam Seder has a video, Jimmy Dore becomes Jimmy Durr. He tweeted out, Jimmy Dore is stupid. Sam Seder is stupid. You're stupid, Sam. Sam, you are stupid.
Pressuring the politicians. And at the end of the day,
YouTube views isn't sufficient.
Well, it's not even just YouTube views. I mean, I'm going to put that aside for a moment. Like,
put the YouTube side, YouTube, our entire show, our entire business model is based on YouTube views. Come on, Emma. Don't undercut us here. Oh, boy.
Like, but there is that is always an incentive, I think, for everybody on this platform. For some, maybe more than others, but we all respond to that on some level. Like nobody likes to be.
And that's also why she responded. By the way, let's just be very clear.
So this entire conversation is centered around forcing Nancy Pelosi to put Medicare for All on the docket, put it on the House floor, vote it up or down, get everybody on the record. Is AOC even for universal health care? It's part of the Green New Deal, but I think AOC has forgotten about this. So this is, the gatekeepers. We're finding out who the gatekeepers are. Right now with the whole force the vote issue, Jimmy Dore has a lot of support. Ron Placone, Graham Elwood, of course, but also Richard Medhurst, that lady from Russia Today. David Sirotto seems to be, he's on the fence a little bit. Aaron Mate, Crystal Ball, David Dole, Nico House, they all support Jimmy Dore. Gene Kugar, Kyle Kalinske, Lee Camp, a lot of people support Jimmy Dore and force the vote. Now, Sam Seder, Emma Vigilant, Ben Dixon, Jacobin, Anna Kasparian, Francesca Fiorentina, I believe they've all said that they support force the vote, but they're against Jimmy Dore. So we have 24 minutes here of Sam Seder and Emma Vigilant just shitting all over Jimmy Dore. And if Sam wants to say that Jimmy Dore's method of arguing is repulsive, well, then he should be okay with me calling him stupid, because that's how he argues. It's the pot calling the kettle black. These YouTubers have been arguing about dumb shit, and this is an intramural game. This is an intramural. And, so Sam Seder and Emma Vigilant is just proving to us that they're not true progressives.
Right. You wouldn't have responded if he had 1,000 YouTube followers.
Correct. And, but I think, what's becoming clear, and what is clear with Jimmy Dore in particular, is that this is not about pressuring politicians to do something. This is not about a long-term strategy to empower the most progressive forces in the Democratic Party to get...
That is exactly what would happen. If we get universal health care, then maybe we could get something else. But right now it seems like Sam is okay with getting no progressive ideas. He's also going to defend incrementalism later on. So he's a right-wing neoliberal incrementalist. Martin Luther King Jr. would have hated Sam Seder. What? You want freedom today, Martin Luther King Jr.? Why don't you wait? Justice delayed is justice denied.
Get real change. This is about him trying to prove, and it's an easy thing to do, at least in terms of what his requirements for proof are, him trying to prove that they're all frauds, and that really the only true person out there is him.
Or the guy who took us.
That's absolutely absolute bullshit. Jimmy Dore actually, forgave David Sirota because he says, I understand what it feels like to not have health care. I think Sam Seder and Emma Vigilant is missing the forest for the trees. Why do we need universal health care? Why do we need Medicare for all? Because there's people in America that's going to die. There's people that's dying during the pandemic, but they die every year. 50,000 to 100,000 people in America die because of lack of health care, not to mention all the medical bankruptcies. I mean, all the nations of the world have universal health care. So it's a human right. Health is life. There's a million fucking reasons why the United States of America should already have gotten ourselves some universal health. It's life. So Sam Seder, Emma Vigilant is standing, they say, they give lip service. Yeah, force the vote's a great idea, but Jimmy Dore's an asshole. They're going to focus 24 minutes on shitting on Jimmy Dore, and by shitting on Jimmy Dore, they're going to have to shit on some great women. Listen.
Assad money. Well, also, sorry.
Jimmy Dore took that Assad money.
It's Tulsi today, but it was Jill Stein before.
Right.
He's not out there trying to re-recruit Jill Stein. He's it is.
Jimmy Dore supported Tulsi Gabbard and Jill Stein. Yeah, two great women, two fantastic, incredible, great women. Tulsi Gabbard wanted to stop terrorists with the Stop Terrorist Act. Jill Stein, she's a precious, progressive revolutionary. Sam Seder would do this nation, his show, the people of this country, a lot of good if he would adopt Jill Stein's worldview. You didn't listen to anything Jill Stein had to say? Because she's the one that provided all the commentary. Listen to her rhetoric. Jill Stein is fantastic. Jill Stein is a national treasure, and so is Jimmy Dore. Who the hell is fucking Sam Seder?
And I'll remind you, in 2016, it was Elizabeth Warren. I mean, he was. I mean, go back and look at that interview that I did with him. He was saying the plan was Donald Trump is going to get elected, and then we're going to get Elizabeth Warren, and
we almost did. We almost got Elizabeth Warren to become president. We almost got Bernie Sanders. If Elizabeth Warren or Bernie, if one of them would have just said vote for the other person, we would have got them. Also, Bernie won the first 3 elections. How come all these progressive YouTubers didn't say Bernie's the winner, just declare him the winner like Joe did? Joe wins the 4th or 3rd or 4th election and then says he's the winner? How the fuck does that happen? Well, I won the 4th election, so I'm the winner. American history says otherwise. So because these progressive YouTubers didn't say Bernie's the winner, I guess we're all kind of responsible about Bernie not becoming fucking president. That's the dream that's never going to die. That's the dream that's never going to die. So what? I supported Bernie Sanders. He didn't win. Is that what he's saying? Jill Stein and Tulsi didn't win? Bernie didn't win. I still support Bernie. And Tulsi and Jill Stein.
So it is whomever in that moment is not the person who's in a position to do something and to make any type of change. Granted, granted incrementalism.
Incremental. Granted incremental. Graham Elwood had a joke about Rosa Parks shouldn't have sat at the front of the bus. She should have sat at the back of the bus and then just moved up one seat at a time. Incrementalism. That's the very definition of incrementalism. So Sam Seder is just absolutely wrong about everything. He's a hypocrite. He's sitting there saying that, the way Jimmy Dore, I haven't even got to the, look how Jimmy Dore is acting. Jimmy Dore is getting media attention around a good fucking idea. Sam, Emma, you need to get on board too. We need to get universal health care for Americans. Shit on Jimmy. Now get back to fucking work. What the fuck's the matter with you guys? Jesus Christ. Sam Seder wants to call Jimmy Dore Jimmy Durr. Jimmy Durr, right? Okay, so Pam Creeper, old Fam Creeper, that damn reaper of good ideas. I mean, how childish. How freaking childish. Sham Neener. Okay, so Sham Neener, Sam Seder, Sham Neener. Neener, neener, neener. Sam Seder is stupid. You're stupid, Sam. You are stupid. God, you are so dumb. Why is Sam Seder so stupid? And poor Emma Vigilant, she's got to agree with him. She's getting paid by the guy. It's his face on, the little logo. Emma doesn't look like she's too excited about this conversation.
But, yes, politicians are not going to do revolutionary change in that regard. They can't. Our system is not such that they can.
And there's a...
So, okay, that's pretty revealing right there. Sam Seder says he's an anti-revolutionary. So, after the American Revolution, Sam Seder would be like, hey, Bill of Rights, we can't do the Bill of Rights. We just had... In fact, he would have been opposed to the revolution. No, fight the British. Our government is not set up to fight a revolution. Are you kidding me? What kind of American is Sam Seder?
There's a resentment towards Ocasio-Cortez for engaging in politics that isn't.
In 1848, there's revolutions, the springtime of nations that spread all across Europe and, Colombia and Brazil. And so the 1848 revolutions failed because the intelligentsia, the intellectual class, couldn't relate to the working class. They get bogged down with this. Well, Jimmy could have said a different thing. Did you think about that? Sam Seder's Mr. Fucking Skeptical. I don't know, Jimmy. Did you think maybe you're wrong? Did you ever consider that, Jimmy?
That isn't strictly class reductionist politics, where she'll talk about issues of sexism and issues of racism that I don't think are the politics that Dorff chooses to engage in. What he cares most about is AOC owning Pelosi, owns, rips into, that kind of stuff, which isn't about building power.
Well, he was attacking her, like I say, before she came into office.
Jimmy Dore has just been attacking women his whole life. Jimmy Dore is basically a domestic abuser. He's a wife beater. That's what they're kind of implying.
In 2018,
he attacked her.
2018, when just during the general election, she was asked a question by
she was just sitting there.
Cuomo or somebody on CNN,
minding her own business, reading the book.
Should Andrew Cuomo be the governor?
Jimmy Dore came up and just attacked her.
In the general election, yeah. People should go out and vote for Andrew Cuomo.
And she called AOC Mama Bear one time, so that must mean she's completely sold out.
And also, we did a video on that, because I've just seen this because people have posted it now. And I will say that
Emma.
At the time, we were like, you know what? You want Cuomo in there instead of a Republican, because we could get you could make.
That's always the damn argument. Oh, we'll get it so worse if we don't vote for Biden, we're going to get a Trump. If we don't get the right-wing Democrat, we're going to get the really, really right-wing Republican. Fucking, that damn Reaper. Sam Seder's the damn Reaper of good ideas.
Make it harder for him to veto things, as opposed to a Republican would just come out and do it. We have no IDC now.
They're all the same, man, and that's the politics that he wants to engage in.
I
know where to go from there, though.
But go ahead, Naomi.
It's interesting. I think this is about something actually bigger. So there's the Jimmy Dore issue, which is fueled by anything from having an agenda, clickbait, and really...
God, this is hard to listen to. I'm just going to end this video off with this point. Jimmy Dore is, going 100% right now. He's going 100 miles an hour. He's weaponizing the media. So he's, got a good idea. He's jumping up and down on it. He's pounding it, and he's getting out there and doing interviews and talking to people, and he's trying to get Medicare for everybody in America. That's his intent. That's his agenda. That's what he wants. He is a comedian. He does, have a YouTube show, so he's trying to make jokes, trying to make you laugh, trying to get you to see his YouTube, but he also wants change. He also wants what's good for this nation. Jimmy Dore is kind. Jimmy Dore is decent, authentic, and genuine. So this isn't a criticism of Jimmy Dore. I was just thinking about some of his... He says that AOC voted yes for the CARES Act and then was like, fuck you. And then he says Joe Biden has dementia. If it's not Jimmy Dore, who else? I think that by over-criticizing politicians, we at least get some reassurance. So, hey, Nancy Pelosi, you're a piece of shit. Now prove to me that you're not. How is Nancy Pelosi not a piece of shit? So by saying Joe has dementia, he's not a doctor. He doesn't know his medical. He doesn't know shit, right? He's just saying it. Looks like he's kind of slowing and slurring. His mind is kind of, when people get old, right, you just kind of fall apart. So I think by floating the idea, what if Jimmy is right? What if, with AOC voting yes for the CARES Act, I still don't know what she voted for, but that's important, right? How come we don't know what AOC actually voted for? Jimmy seems to believe that he has proven his case. I'm not sure if either one of them have proven their case, because we don't have a video, we don't have a recorded vote. The Intercept wrote an article, but he debunked the article and said that, you know, just take a look into it. So my point, though, by over-criticizing AOC, saying she voted yes for the CARES Act, she didn't vote no loud enough. She got on the floor, but she says she doesn't disparage or slight any of her colleagues for voting for the thing. But why not? If it was just crumbs and it was bullshit, then how come you wouldn't disparage the people that voted for, you know, this shit? So by over-criticizing, he gets reassurance, right? You got dementia. No, I don't. Oh, okay. You voted yes for the CARES Act. No, I didn't. Oh, okay. So I haven't heard AOC say, yes, I definitely did not vote for that thing. I voted no loudly, and, you know, it was a voice vote. I didn't hear her voice, so she didn't, you know, say it loud enough. It sounded like only one man said no, and that was it. So we need a Jimmy Dore. If a Jimmy Dore, he's trying to make us laugh. He's got a business model, so yeah, whatever. But he's an independent. He thinks for himself. He's got a good idea, an obviously good idea, an obviously common sense great idea, which is gaining a lot of traction because it's a good idea, whose time has come. But Sam Seder, Emma Vigilant, Ben Dixon, Jacobin, Francesca Fiorentina, Anna Kasparian, Tim Black seems to be on the fence, David Sirotto seems to be on the fence, but I'm going to be patient with both of them. Hopefully they evolve. But for right now, I can't listen to Anna Kasparian or Francesca Fiorentina, Sam Seder, Emma Vigilant, Ben Dixon, or Jacobin. They're going to waste everybody's time shitting on Jimmy Dore. Meanwhile, people are dying during this pandemic. People are dying because they don't have universal health care in the richest nation on the planet. Maybe we should sue Sam Seder for the people that die on the streets because he wants to oppose Jimmy Dore during this national crisis. He's got that little, you know, sweater. He's dressed real nice, got a nice hairstyle. Sam Seder could do better. I hope he does. But right now, their anti-Jimmy Dore bias is trumping their love for the American people and their desire to get us some universal health care. And that's bullshit. Peace.